Hello, everyone. Welcome to our last performance today for our first day of the Shelter in Place Festival. This play is called Threshold. It is written by Hope Villanueva. It is starring Amber Marie Flores, Whitney Blake Dean, and this is directed by Juan Alexis Cabrera. Enjoy, everybody.
Casey! I know you're home.
No one's here.
You're an idiot.
Come back later.
You're a fucking idiot.
Bye.
Mom is having a coronary.
Mom's fine.
Mom is dying.
No, she's not.
Okay, she's not.
Leave me alone, Cricket.
Wait, don't hang up, Case. Wait, come on, please talk to us.
I sanitized the door a few days ago, but I don't know who's touched that side since then.
Nobody.
Just don't touch it. You're not supposed to be here.
I'm gonna call your FaceTime.
No, just... You're not supposed to be here?
I don't care.
You're early.
By 20 stupid minutes. And that was when I left my apartment. I mean, now it's like, it is less than a minute early. By the time you finish arguing with me, it'll all be over.
Not the point.
15, 14.
Go home, please.
9, 8, 7.
I can't. It's not safe, okay? It's not safe.
And time. All right, so open the door.
No.
Please.
It's not any safer than it was 60 seconds ago.
Well, I guess not, but it's over and oh my.
What?
Your neighbors. Oh, please come out. Everyone's doors are opening. Everyone is coming outside.
It isn't safe.
Oh, everyone is just...
You need to get away from those people. We don't really know who's well and who's sick.
Casey, they're hugging. Everyone is just going and hugging each other. It's like they're touching. Oh, Casey, please open up, please.
I can't.
Look, there hasn't been a new case in 3 weeks. Okay, no one has died in over a month. It's okay now.
If they're all touching each other, you need to go home.
Casey!
They think they're okay, but no one really knows. They're spreading it right now. Get out of here and go home.
Look, the quarantine is over.
Go.
Look, I'm not going anywhere without you. Ugh.
Cricket, did you drop out? Hey.
I'm here. Just I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
I know.
And I'm not going.
Honestly, living up to your name.
Oh, God.
Remember Uncle Phil had that shop in his garage and you wouldn't leave him alone about the power tools?
Ah, yeah.
You just bugged him and bugged him.
Like a cricket.
Like a cricket who wouldn't shut up until it was smashed. 6 stitches later.
You know, I missed dinner because I had to go to the hospital.
Did it scar?
Not really. I mean, like, if you look really close, you can just, Casey, open the door.
I'm not ready.
We've missed too many things.
It's been 4 months, so yeah.
Birthdays. Okay, Star turned 12 and we couldn't go to her birthday party. Right? I'm almost 30.
Almost.
Uncle Phil and Auntie Paula's 20th anniversary party. Lori and Terrence's graduation got canceled.
It's just a stupid ritual.
Oh, it's all rituals.
I mean, yeah. Stuff only means what you make it mean.
It means something for them, for me. And if you just, you know, it would mean something for you too. Like, we all had to skip everything to protect people, but I think it means more because we couldn't have all of them for all this time. The stupid rituals of our stupid little lives are everything. Open the door. What are you afraid of? After everything, what? Things are okay. All right, people are outside and together and breathing on each other and hugging. Mom wants to give you a hug, and I want to, Casey.
It isn't safe.
The quarantine is over, Casey.
It's still not. It never was. We all just closed our eyes so we couldn't see.
We couldn't see this coming.
Right. And before that, either the flu and H1N1 and SARS and Ebola and everything else.
What are you
And train wrecks and lightning bolts and car accidents and serial killers.
Okay, now you're talking crazy.
No, but it's true. Buildings collapse and skies fall, and sometimes healthy people get sick and die because of a speck. The world isn't a safe place anymore.
No.
I can't open the door. I can't go out there where there are people and things and death. I can't.
But I'm out here too. I'm here.
You are.
This world has always been a dangerous place. All right, I know that. This life is full of accidents and risks and broken rituals and scars. But it's also laughing in the shop in the garage when your uncle teaches you how to use power tools. It's your mom sending me to your apartment with a crazy story to drag you out. It's strangers hugging in the courtyard. And it's getting terrible nicknames that will linger with you for the rest of your life, no matter how much you hate them. Like, as long as you stay locked inside, none of that is going to happen. And none of the bad stuff, but none of the good stuff either.
Ugh. You're different. Power tools terrified me.
I remember.
You've always been braver.
Nah. Maybe I'm just more foolish. I mean, maybe I will get sick or hit by lightning. That's the price of having a life. You know, I have to go outside and brave the lightning. And I want you to do it with me.
If it goes bad, what do we do?
We deal with it.
I have to open the door.
That's all.
I can feel my lungs getting all...
That's okay.
And I'm...
It's okay. Look, you'll just disconnect and you'll put your shoes on and you'll walk to the door and you'll open it. If you can do that much, I'll be on the other side.
That's all.
And after that, we'll do the rest together.
I don't want to. Do I have to disconnect?
Well, I guess not. I mean, no, you don't.
Okay.
Ready?
No.
That's fine too.
Okay. I'm coming.
Okay.
Not really.
Let's go.
Wonderful job, actors. Great job, director. All right, Hope, if you would like to join me for the Q&A, hello. To our
Hi.
audience members, if you have any questions for Hope, I have my live stream going on my phone and I can get that one right now. Hope, where are you sheltering in place right now?
I am just north of Washington, D.C., up in Gaithersburg, Maryland.
Awesome. Well, we're so glad to have you. This piece had so much, as Jasmine put it perfectly, these feels snuck up on me, and I absolutely see that. I would love to know the inspiration of this piece.
I mean, maybe it's a little on the nose. It's sort of the two sides of the coin we're all in right now. My life is extremely shut down right now. I'm fortunate enough to be a theater professional and make my living that way, which means I have absolutely nothing happening right now. So I am simultaneously feeling really trapped, and also have the weird time and freedom to do things because I don't have kids, I don't have a job right now. So I'm in this weird dichotomy of not knowing what to do with myself. And on one hand, wanting to be like, screw it, just give me the virus now so I can get the antibodies and get this done with. And obviously it's terrible. A dear friend of mine is very sick. So it was sort of, how do we play both of those things? Because there's really no good answer to this.
Yeah. I loved your take on when quarantine is over and versus the people, like, when is it over? When is it going to be over? When are we going to be safe? And you see that in Casey's character versus Cricket's optimism. Talk a little bit about the dueling views of those characters.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a lifetime pessimist, so I'm definitely the darker side of that coin in a lot of ways. But I absolutely know people who just are chomping at the bit to go running out the door the second that there's a vaccine or the second it's okay. And that's the thing that's getting them through their day to day, is looking forward to that moment. Whereas I'm sort of, looking at the darkness of the void, and somehow the reality of that is very grounding to me. Clinging to optimism just freaks me out because it's so often unrealistic. And so I have a good friend who I actually got into an argument with kind of over that topic, because he has to cling to that optimism so hard. That's how he gets through the day. And I just can't. And what do you do with that? And that's, the play between these two siblings.
Yeah. I am also so curious about Cricket's name. How did you come up with the name Cricket?
That from Casey's point, she was just super annoying, like a cricket that's trapped in the house and won't go away. And that's all that was just, I was trying to come up with names that were gender non-specific. I wrote this play for the DMVQ Fest, which was a couple of weeks ago. They gave us it was one of those 36-hour turnaround things, and they give you 1 or 2 prompts and you have to write to that. And since we didn't know who our actors were, I wanted to leave them open. So I came up with Casey, because that could be either. And I was like, well, let's just give the other one a nickname, because then that could be anything. And it kind of leaves the door open for it to cast whoever you want to cast.
Yeah, I love that you've let this play develop and but also be non-specific to gender. I think we need more of that in writing to where we can let people of all genders come in. Um, talk to me a little bit. When did you start writing?
Oh gosh, my undergrad is actually in playwriting.
Okay.
And I stopped after that for a long time. I went into stage management. And then I took a job at Honolulu Theater for Youth in Hawaii. And that artistic director, I don't remember how it came up, but somehow I told him I had a degree in writing. And he was like, oh, well, I've got, this spring show we're going to do is going to be a compilation of short plays that all the local writers are going to make. Like, why don't you write something? And I did. And there were, I think, 30 playwrights who submitted. 6 of us got in. And that kind of kicked it off. And I've been working on stuff ever since. I've had 2 full-length plays produced since then, and still working on it.
That's exciting. Where were your plays produced?
They were both here in DC. The first one was part of the Women's Voices Festival.
Okay.
Gosh, 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. And then 2 years later, there was another production at Ally Theater Company, which I think last year or the year before won Best Emerging at the Helen Hayes Awards here in DC. So they're all small, intimate type plays. The short piece is pretty indicative of the type of writing I do. It's all about interpersonal relationships. So that it works well for these sort of smaller companies because I don't need a cast of thousands to do these stories.
Yeah. Well, let me go to the comments. I have lots of compliments on this play. Jasmine Jones says, this 100% has me teary-eyed. This was lovely. Dick Teachin says, nice finish. I love it. And I absolutely love the end. That was a beautiful way to finish the piece. Maricar Estrella Hastings says, great job, Juan Alexis Cabrera on the directing. Philip B. Richards says, amazing. Kate McGehee says, beautiful job, ladies, to the actresses. Great job. Jasmine Jones also wants to shout out to the spot on background. Love that movie. Whitney Blake Dean says, thanks, Kate. Wow, that was awesome. Whitney Blake Dean again. Yeah, so lots of people love the piece, and I think that that's very indicative of your writing. What is something, as you said, you are by yourself right now in quarantine. What are some ways that you stay creative during this shelter in place?
Ooh, it's hard. And it all sounds sort of silly because I know we're all going through the same thing. Everyone's having a hard time right now. I couldn't write anything for like the first month and a half. Couldn't write a single thing. It was really frustrating to have all that time and not be able to be productive. And then the first thing I started working on was actually, I was watching a bunch of Netflix, like we all do, and was watching Ugly Delicious. It's David Chang's food show. And he has an episode that's about noodles, I think. And he went into, I guess there's a type of cooking called Viet Cajun, that it's like Creole food, but it's influenced with Vietnamese food because it turns out there were a lot of immigrants to the Gulf after the fall of Saigon.
All right.
Who knew? This was a thing. And it turned out that like there was crazy like Ku Klux Klan like riots, and they like would harass them and like burn their places down, and it was horrible. And so that actually got my wheels turning, and I've since in the last month finished the first draft of a full-length play about a Vietnamese family in the Gulf. So I never know where it's going to come from. They sort of fall out of the sky, it feels like sometimes.
It's so good to hear from people like you, and other playwrights have also said this. It just kind of, sometimes the inspiration just really falls in your lap and you have to go with it. But also I'm hearing a lot of grace from you guys. Like, you don't have to be creating all the time. We are in a pandemic, and I really appreciate the honesty and grace that y'all are giving yourselves to just let creativity flow.
And it is super hard sometimes.
Yes, for sure. Well, do you have any questions for the audience that you want them to start thinking about or let you know about the play?
I mean, anyone who wants to, give thoughts or notes, I love notes. I'm definitely a playwright that loves to get feedback and thoughts and what stuck with you, what worked, what didn't work, what you wish you had seen is one of my favorite notes. Is like, what's that missing moment or that missing line you wish you could have seen? So I can be found on the Facebook and the social medias. I'm usually Stage Woozle. So please seek me out and find those things. And I have to give huge shout out to these two actors. The last time I saw this, again, it was such a slammed together fast thing. Like, they did a great job, but also reality and time constraints. And being able to talk to Juan Alex Cabrera, our director, a couple of occasions to talk through what this should feel like, what the energy of the piece was like, and to convey it to the actors, and the way he was actually able to really utilize the camera stuff that's written into the play was super great to finally see played out, because they didn't have the time to do any of that prep when they did this last time. So I'm really appreciative to the team and to Tap House for pulling this together.
Well, thank you so much. And thank you for letting us use this piece for our festival. We really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. All right, everyone, that wraps up today's festival. We are so glad to have you all here. If you want, tune in tomorrow at 2 to see the rest of the play festival, and we will see you soon. Bye.